Dear Shadra, it is time to listen to the Dharma. With deep respect, we humbly invite you to preach the Dharma first.
Okay, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's start our class by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Again, today, let's resume our topic, Masdipdana Sutta. We have already discussed about the introductions of the Masdipdana Sutta. Today, there are 4 types of Satipatthana, as you already know. Kayanupassana Satipatthana, Vedananupassana Satipatthana, Dhammanupassana Satipatthana, Chaitanupassana Satipatthana. Tonight, I will begin with Kayanupassana Satipatthana. Kayanupassana Satipatthana, that means observing the body and the body. That is Kayanupassana Satipatthana. When you practice Kayanupassana Satipatthana, the Buddha instructs us, you should go to the wilderness. You should go to a wilderness, that means a forest. You should go to a forest for the purpose of sitting meditation. And you should approach the root of a tree. So the Buddha instructs in this sutta. You should approach to the root of the tree. Under the tree, you need to sit meditation. And if not, you should go to an empty hut or quiet place. And you sit down cross-legged. I hope you understand cross-legged, how to sit cross-legged, the meditative posture, as you see, like the Buddha sit, the sitting posture of the Buddha. And you should set your body straight, upward. You should not bend forward. You should not bend backwards. You should not lean to right side or to left side. You have to make sure your body, your upper body is straight so that you can sit longer. And finally, establish mindfulness in your presence. So these are the order how we can sit meditation, how we choose the suitable place for the meditation. Actually, in these days, today, you don't need to go to the forest because there are meditation centers or there are meditation halls. So you don't need to go to the root of the foot of the tree. You may choose the meditation hall or in your home. If there is the shrine room, it is not so noisy. It is if it is quiet place, you may sit in your shrine room also. If not, you should go to the meditation center and you should choose a meditation hall. That is okay. Sorry, I'm coughing. Sit down cross leg. That is the typical posture of meditation. If you cannot sit down cross leg, you can sit suitably. And if you cannot sit cross leg, and you may sit on a chair or in a chair or um, on a bench or something like that. You may sit anywhere. And when you sit, you need to be careful your body is straight. And you need to be alert. Your body, you should make sure for your body to be alert and straight without bending forward and backward, without leaning from right side and left side. So how you should meditation is clearly mentioned in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. Finally, you have to close your eyes. After that, you have to establish mindfulness at the nostrils. At the nostrils. So that means that you should send your mind to the nostrils. You should pay attention to your nostrils. So that means establish mindfulness and your presence. That is the beginning of the Kayanupassana sati, the basic instructions for the Kayanupassana or observing the body. Body refers to the Kaya. No? So that is the way to sit meditation. And in the Kayanupassana Satipatthana, in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, as you know, there are 14 chapters. The Sutta mentioned 14 chapters for the Kayanupassana Satipatthana, 9 chapters for the Vedananupassana Satipatthana, 1 chapters for the Chaitanupassana Satipatthana, 5 chapters for the Dhammanupassana Satipatthana. You will know those things later. I just introduce these chapters in the Mahasatipatthana Suttas. Altogether, 14, 9, 1, 5. How many chapters? 29 chapters. 29 chapters are found in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. So we should go step by step those 29 chapters, starting from the first chapter of the Kayanupassana Satipatthana. The very first chapter of the Kayanupassana Satipatthana is named Anapana. You know, Anapana Papa in Pali. Anapana. Anapana means breathing. breathing in and breathing out. So you have probably chosen the suitable place, suitable posture, and you close your eyes and you have to be mindful. After that, sending your mind to the nostrils, you trying to know breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So that is a very easy way to do so that your mind cannot distract to any other places. You have to focus your mind at the tip of the nostrils. At the time, you know when it is a breathing in and you know when it is a breathing out at the nostrils. Just be aware of it. You don't need to say any words. Just know, just knowing in your mind. Then your mind constantly knows breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Then your mind will become calm down. Your mind will become steady. Your mind will not go any other places apart from the nostril, and then your mind just knows the breathing in, breathing out. That is the first step in this case. Second step, you need to know breathing in long and breathing out long. Breathing in long, breathing out long. Or the end, this end is not necessary. And you need to know breathing in short and breathing out short. So that is a second step. First step, you just know breathing in and breathing out normally. When it is breathing in and breathing out, that is okay. You need to practice for this first step for some hours or for some minutes or for some hours or for some days. Then when you are used to practicing these, breathing in and breathing out, it will be easy for you to do so. And then as the second step, you need to be aware of your breathing long and short. That depends on individual. That will not be the same to everyone. For someone's breathing will be long. For someone, breathing will be short. Breathing in and breathing out will be happening all the time. But if we don't focus on it, focus on them, we cannot know. When we focus on this, we will know breathing in and breathing out. And if we master this step, we should move another step. And that step, as second step, when you are breathing in is long, you just know your breathing is long. When you are breathing out is long, then you just know breathing out is long. In the same way, when your breathing is short, then you just know your breathing in is short. When your breathing out is short, then you just know the breathing out is short, depending on the person. The long and short will differ. You don't need to know any others, breathing in and breathing out. You just to know your own breathing in and breathing out at the tip of your nostrils. Breathing in long, breathing out long, breathing in short, or breathing out short. In this way, that means long breathing in should be known as long breathing in. Long breathing out is also should be known as long breathing out. Short breathing in should be known as short breathing in, and short breathing out also should be known as short breathing out, as it really is. When you breathe in longer time, then you have to breathe this long breathing in. When you breathe out longer time, then you should know your the longer breathing out in this way. In the same way, if your breathing is short, you just know the whole process of short breathing in and short breathing out, something like that. And then if you are skilled in this step, then you should move to another step, experiencing the whole body, our breathing in, our breathing out. Sorry. So in this case, in this step, I need to explain to you what the whole body means. The whole body does not refer to our whole body. In the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, Kaya here refers to, in this step, in this case, Kaya refers to body, but actually this word body means breathing in, breathing out. So breathing in and breathing out is called, in this case, body. That is why in the third steps, you need to know, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. So you have to be careful to know the whole process of breathing in and the whole process of breathing out. So this step is the third step. So how shall we know the whole process of breathing in, the whole process of breathing out? There are three parts in our body: nostrils, uh, heart, nostril, this place, heart, and chest. Chest, three places. Nostrils, heart, the place of nostril, the place of heart, and the place of chest. Chest. So, um, keeping in mind these three places, you need to know the whole process of breathing in and breathing out. When you breathe in, the breathing in starts at the nostrils, and the air flows go into our stomach, our womb. So the air passed at the heart, the air passed at the heart. For example, here, I will tell you, here, that is 1 point. That is the place for the heart is 1 point. The place for the chest, abdomen, we can say abdomen 1 point. So breathing in starts with at the nostril, breathing in breathing in the air goes into the stomach. So the air starts at the nostril, the air uh, flows into the heart. After that, uh, the air stops at the abdomen. So the beginning, the middle, the end. Breathing in has 3 points: the beginning, the middle, and the end. And then breathing out begins with chest. Chest means the abdomen. The breathing out starts or begins at the chest. Breathing out starts and flows up, passing through the heart. And the heart, actually, the air cannot pass through the heart, the bliss, the void, the void near the heart. So the bars flows out, passing through the heart place, and then flow up at the nostril, flow out at the nostril. So for the breathing out, it starts at the abdomen, and the middle is the heart, and the end is the nostrils. In this way, if you're trying to know, you you experience the whole process of breathing in, breathing out. That is called experience, experience the whole body. Experience the whole body. I will repeat again. When you breathing in starts at the nostril, breathing in 1 point, 2, through 1, and second one. Start breathing and starts here, middle, and the end. Breathing in starts, middle, and the end. Breathing out starts, middle, the end. Breathing in starts, middle, the end. Breathing out starts here, in middle, and the end. In this way, you have to be mindful to know the whole process of breathing in, breathing out. So that is the third steps. In these steps also, you need to take time to practice, to master this. So you need to start normally breathing in and breathing out. As the second step, you need to know long breathing and long breathing out, or short breathing and short breathing out. And the third, third steps, you need to know the whole process of breathing and breathing out. So the whole process, the whole body here
Chuyển đông
means
vào trong này nhưng nhỡ ra là không thể nào
the
cắt
whole
được.
process. So in these steps, as I have already explained to you, why you are breathing in, you just know start, middle, and the end. And when you are breathing out, start, middle, and the end. In this way, with the 3 points, you need to be careful, be mindful to your breathing in, breathing out, in order for you to know the whole process of breathing in, breathing out. So in these steps also, you need to take time to master this. Then your mind will become steadier and steadier. Your concentration will become stronger and stronger, sharper and sharper. You will be expert, sorry, in mindfulness by doing so, step by step. The final step, calming the body process. I will breathe in, I will breathe out. I will breathe in, I will breathe out. That means the last steps, you don't um, see any breathing in and breathing out, because your breathing in and breathing out are so smooth. so subtle, so smooth. That is why it is like you don't breathe in, you don't breathe out. So your breathing will become calm or steady and very subtle, very, very subtle, very light. It is like you don't breathe in, you don't breathe out. There's no breathing in, there's no breathing out. You may think like that. But at that stage also, you need to be mindful, even though you are breathing in and breathing out are lost. Because there is no breathing in and breathing out, because actually the body is normally breathing in and breathing out, but it is like you don't have breathing in and breathing out because it is so subtle. No? So that is the final step. When you reach this final step, you can attain any kinds of jhana. Up to the fourth jhana, you can attain. But in my opinion, you just practice breathing in and breathing out up to the four steps. You so that you can get some degree of concentration. And practicing like this, the tests tell us we need to practice this Ajata Bahita and Ajata Bahita. Breathing in, breathing out, Ajata. And Bahita, the others breathing in, breathing out. Ajata Bahita, outside. Bahita means outside. Outside breathing in and breathing out. Inside breathing in and breathing out. Ajata. Bahita. Outside breathing in and breathing out. Ijjhata Bahita, inside, outside, breathing in and breathing out. So you practice this also, but this actually in practical way, we neglect this. If you concentrate to some extent by the practice of breathing in and breathing out, you should practice further step. It is Udaya, Vaya, and Udaya Vaya. Udaya origination, Vaya dissolution, Udaya Vaya origination and dissolution. Sorry. Udaya origination means arising, arising. Vaya dissolution means disappearing, rising and disappearing. Udaya Vaya arising and disappearing. So as the further step of the meditation, you need to know in the breathing meditation, the beginning of breathing is Udaya. The end of breathing is Vaya. The beginning of breathing is arising, arising of breathing. And the end of breathing is disappearing or dissolution. So it is called Vaya. First of all, you need to know the start and the end. As I've already told you, there are three spots, 3 points. Breathing in, first point, second point, and third point. First point, it's arising. The last point is disappearing. So if you are focusing on the breathing end, you will see the starting point and the ending point. Starting point is arising, ending point is disappearing. So breathing in arises, finally disappears. So that is called Udiya Vaya Udiya Vaya. In practical practice, you just see the beginning of breathing in, the end of breathing out. The end of breathing in, and the beginning of breathing out, and the end of breathing out. Breathing in has also starting point and the ending point. Starting point is arising, the ending point is disappearing. In the same way, breathing out also has starting point and ending point. Starting point is arising, the ending point is disappearing. Then you come to know, oh, the breathing in is also arising and disappearing. Breathing out is also arising and disappearing. In this way, you will see arising and disappearing, arising and disappearing. This knowledge is called vipassana knowledge, vipassana wisdom, we can say in other words. With the full measure of knowledge and mindfulness, dwell independent and without being attached to anything in the world. Sorry. So, with the full measure of knowledge and mindfulness, while you are doing so, while you are practicing like this, your knowledge will increase. Your mindfulness also will increase. So, with the full measure of knowledge and mindfulness. And dwell means stay. You stay independently and without being attached to anything in the world. Your mind comes and stay independently, and your mind is not attached to anything at that moment. While you are knowing the arising and disappearing of breathing, then your mind just knows the arising and disappearing. Your mind does not know any other things in the world. That is why your mind does not attach to anything in the world. Your mind is calm and your mind is freedom. Your mind is independent. So dwell independent and without being attached to anything in the world. That is as the Buddha taught. So as the next step, that is not the the new chapter. That is the explanation of the fourth stage of vipassana. I have already explained to you when you are practice breathing meditation. You just focus on your own breathing in and breathing out. It is a chapter. But later I will not explain. You cannot easily understand the breathing in and breathing out for outside and Ejada Beta together. So if you know your own breathing in and breathing out with the four stages, as we have already discussed above, then it is the first step of the vipassana. And as the second stage of the vipassana is Udiya Vaya, arising and disappearing. You just see arising and disappearing, as I have already told you. When you are breathing in, your breathing in has starts and ends. Start is arising, end is disappearing. In the same way, when you are breathing out, it also has 2 points, the start and the end. The start is beginning or arising. The end is disappearing. In this way, when you understand, you just know arising and disappearing. This is called Udaya Vaya. And the third stage of the Vipassana, by practicing like this, your knowledge will become sharp. Your knowledge will increase gradually, and your mindfulness also will become sharp and strong. Then you have some degree of knowledge and mindfulness. If you don't do this, your knowledge and mindfulness will not increase. Only when you practice this kind of mindfulness meditation, where your mind becomes strong and increase knowledge and mindfulness. That is why that is the third step of the third stage of the Vipassana. And number 4, dwell independent and without being attached to anything in the world. So when you are knowing the arising and disappearance of breathing in and breathing out repeatedly at the nostril, then your mind is so calm, so cool. It is okay. Your mind is steady. You don't think about anything else apart from the breathing in and breathing out. And you just know the arising and disappearing of breathing in and breathing out. While you are knowing the arising and disappearance of breathing in and breathing out, your mind is independent. Your mind does not depend on any other things. And your mind does not attach to any other things. So attach means attachment, loba. Your mind does not attach to any things. You don't have loba. You don't have doda. You don't have moha. Doda, anger, loba, attachment, moha, delusion. So your mind is purifying, so purifying that loba, dosa, moha cannot enter into your mind. So that is without being attached to anything in the world. Because you see the rising and disappearing of the breathing in and breathing out, you do not attach to anything. Your mind is free from any kinds of defilements at that moment, because your mind is so steady, so calm, and your mind is free, and your mind is peaceful at that moment without being attached to anything in the world. So in this way, we should know the 4 stages of Vipassana. First of all, we need to practice beginning with breathing in and breathing out with the 4 stages or 3 stages. Final stage, you can leave only, here breathing meditation. And the breathing meditation, you can practice up to the 3 steps. 4 steps, you can practice if you like, if you don't like. If you don't want to, you may practice 1, 2, 3 to know the whole process of breathing in and breathing out. And then your concentration will become stronger. And after that, you know you are breathing in and breathing out. That is number 1. And then number 2, your breathing and the breathing out are arising and disappearing. You just know. That is number 2. Then your knowledge and mindfulness will increase. That is number 3. You don't need to make an effort to increase your knowledge and mindfulness. What you should do is trying to see the arising and disappearing of breathing in and breathing out. Then your knowledge and mindfulness will automatically increase, become strong. And final steps, also, you don't need to make an effort anything. What you should do is trying to see the arising and disappearing. That is the most important step in the Vipassana practice. As you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, here mentioned 4 stages. First of all, you need to practice to know clearly the breathing and the breathing out. Sorry, coughing. And then you're trying to know your breathing and then breathing out are arising and disappearing. That is what you should practice for the Vipassana. Just to know arising and disappearing of breathing and then breathing out. Then your knowledge and your mindfulness will become stronger and stronger. And your mind will become detached. Your mind will not dependent on anything apart from the rising and disappearing. And your mind does not attach to anything in the world. So for the first step also, you don't need to do anything. What you usually do is trying to know the arising and disappearing or breathing in, breathing out. The second step is the most important steps in the 4 stages of Vipassana. The second stage is the essential stage for the Vipassana practice. Before going to the second stage, first of all, you need to practice breathing meditation. Even though there are 4 stages of breathing meditation, if you practice breathing meditation up to the 3 steps, then it is okay. You can shift, you can move to the Vipassana to see the arising and disappearing. Udaya, origination, Vaya, dissolution, Udaya, Vaya, origination, dissolution. That is rising and disappearing. So the second stage is essential to the Vipassana practice. So now we have first chapter of Kayanupassana Satipatthana. The second chapter of the Kayanupassana Satipatthana is the postures, Iriyabhata. Iriyabhata means the postures. Mainly, we have 4 major postures. What are they? Going or walking posture, standing posture, sitting posture, sleeping posture, lying down posture. Lying down means sleeping. Mainly, we have these 4 postures for everyone. For everyone. For everyone, they have these 4 postures. They are walking, standing, sitting, and sleeping. Sleeping posture, lying down posture. For these postures, in the practice of meditation, what shall we do? In order to get concentration, In order to maintain our concentration, we need to know all of these four postures. We have to sit meditation as we have already discussed above. We have to sit and we have to focus our breathing, and after we have sat for some hours, then we should practice walking meditation. If you are walking for some hours, you may practice standing meditation. As long as you can stand steadily. And then, after you have stand for some hours, you may sit, but a sitting meditation. And then at the nighttime or in the daytime, you may take a break. While you are taking a break, you may sleep or you may lie down. That is also one posture. So regarding these four postures, whatever posture you have, you should know. You should know. You need to know, I am walking while you are walking. While you are walking, you just know you are walking. That is. While you are standing, you just know, I am standing. While you are sitting, you just know, I am sitting. While you are lying down, you should know, I am lying down. In this way, you need to be aware of every posture as they really are. Because, for the meditators, you cannot sit for long times according to has problems. We may sit for about 1 hour or 2 hours and so on. And then you may walk, you may stand, or you may lie down. Whatever posture you have, you should know, I'm walking, I'm standing, I'm sitting, I'm lying down, something like that. You are aware of your own posture. That is also a kind of meditation which helps you increase your concentration. Then your concentration will become uh, you know, steady. Your concentration will increase. Your mind will not distract. Your mind will not go away from your body because you are always focusing on your body. So that is the second chapter of the Kaya Nupassana Satipatthana in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. In the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. So that is also very important. That means for the Vipassana practitioners, we know whatever we do, we know whatever we say, we know whatever we think. That is called mindful. Mindful. We need to be mindful to everything while you are meditation. While you are meditating, you need to be mindful. Whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you think, always mindful. Then you will not do anything wrong. You will not commit any crimes. So that is mindfulness. That is mindfulness. So mindfulness will help us purify our mind, will help us purify our body, will help us purify our words. When we are mindful most of the time, we can do no mistakes easily, because we are always mindful. That is why, in this regard, there are 4 postures for a person: walking, standing, sitting, and lying down. You need to be aware of every postures, whatever you do, you have. Whatever way your body is disposed or showed, you know, as it is disposed in that way. That means whatever body posture happens in you, then you just know. When you are sitting, you know sitting. When you are running, you know you are running. When you are lying down, you know you are lying down. When you are walking, you know you are walking. So whatever way your body's posture shows you, you need to know it as it is. You know? So that is the way to meditate regarding the body postures. It is called in Pali Iriyabata Baba. Iriyabata here in short. Now we have time, that is why we should go to the next chapter. Sambhajanya. Sambhajanya. That is the second chapter of Kayanupasana Satipatthana in Maha Satipatthana Sutta. As we have already explained to you, in the Maha Satipatthana Sutta, there are the 4 Satipatthana: Kayanupasana Satipatthana, Vedananupasana Satipatthana, Dhammanupasana Satipatthana, Caitanupasana Satipatthana. Now we are studying Kayanupasana Satipatthana. This Kayanupasana Satipatthana has 14 chapters. Now we have finished 2 chapters of Kayanupasana Satipatthana. Here is the 3rd chapter of the Kayanupasana Satipatthana. That is the full awareness. Sambhajanya. Sambhajanya. Sambhajanya, full awareness. In Bali, it is called Sambhajanya Baba, the chapter on the full awareness. So in this case, you need to practice with full awareness. Once you are going forward, you know you are going forward. When you are going backwards, you know you are going backward. When you are looking ahead, you know you are looking ahead. When you are looking around, you know you are looking around. So, you have to know every movement of your body. With full awareness. That means that you need to be aware of every movement of your body. When you go forwards, you know it. When you go backward, you know it. When you look ahead, you know it. When you look around, you know it. Okay? The next step, when you are bending your arms, when you are bending your arm, then you know it. I'm bending. When you are stretching your arms, then you know it. I'm stretching. So when you are bending your arms, oh, I'm bending. When you're stretching, bending, so bending. When you are bending your arms, I am bending. When you are stretching your arms, I am stretching like this, like this. Then next, embedding one's double rope, arms full, and other ropes. That is for the Buddhist monks, you know. When you are wearing your robes, you know. Sorry, when you are bearing, when you are when you not bearing, when you are wearing, sorry, bearing is also possible. When you are bearing your robe, you know it. When you are bringing your arms full, you know it. And when you are bearing other robes, you know it. That means when you wear, that is for the monks, for the lay people, when you wear your clothes, then you know it. When you take some cards, then you know it. When you take some other clothes, then you know it. So you may include everything in this. So when you bring um, some rice, then you know it. When you eat something nested here, it will come. The nested in eating and drinking and chewing and tasting. Okay. When you eat something, you know it. When you drink some drink, you know it. When you drink the water or the the tea or the coffee or something like that, you know it. When you chew it, when you chew it in your mouth, something, when you chew in something in your mouth, you know it. When you taste it, when you taste it, something on your tongue, then you know it. So when you eat, you know it. When you drink, you know it. When you chew, you know it. When you taste, you know it. And passes to in urine. So in passes to in urine. That means that when you go to the bathroom or toilet, then also you know it. Buddha teach us, you know, up to the toilet, you know, it is surprising, you know. When you go to the toilet, you know it. You know? And that means the impotence to and urine. So, and finally, when you go, when you stand, when you sit, when you sleep, we have already discussed about these four postures in the previous chapter. And when you walk, when you talk, when you keep silent, when you stay silent, then you know it. So that is called awareness, or mindful. You need to be mindful all the time with the full awareness. When you go forward, you are mindful and you know you are going forward. When you go backwards, you are mindful and you know you are going backward. When you look ahead, you are mindful and you know you are looking ahead. When you look around, you are mindful and you know you are looking around. And when you bend your arms or your legs, then you know you are bending. And when you are stretching your arms or legs, then you know stretching here, stretching or something fixing or spreading, something like that. When you wear your clothes, you know it. When you eat, you know it. When you drink, you know it. When you chew, you know it. When you taste, you know it. When you go to the toilet, also you know it. when you go, when you stand, when you sit, when you sleep, when you walk, when you talk, when you are silent. You know it. That means that every movement of your body should be watched with mindfulness. Should be watched with mindfulness. That is called Sambhajanya. Sambhajanya. In the first chapter, Iriyabhata, there mentions only four major postures. These major postures that can take some time. You know, while you are going, it will take some time. When you are standing, also, it may take some time. While you are sitting, also, it may take some time. While you are lying down, also, it may take some time. That is why only these four major postures are included in the posture chapter. But in the full awareness chapters, every movement, they are temporary, they are short movement, they are instant, they are instant. That is why even though you act instantly, then you need to know these are instant action. Instant action. That means that every movement, as every instant movement, you need to be aware. That is why um, in the actual practice of meditation, if you are yogi, you need to be careful, going forwards, going backwards, looking ahead, looking around, bending or stretching or wearing the robes, eating, drinking, chewing, tasting, even going to the toilet and going instantly, standing instantly, sitting instantly, sleeping instantly, walking, talking, and keeping silent. Not only those movements mentioned in the text, but also every movement you need to be aware. For example, when you drink a cup of coffee, then while you are making the coffee, you just know I'm making the coffee. You just know what you are doing. That is awareness. That is mindful. You just know what you are doing. Ah, I am making coffee. I bought some coffee in the car. Oh, I poured some hot water into the car. Then you know it. And then you stir with the spoon. You stir the coffee with the spoon. Then also I'm stirring and stirring the coffee. When it's finished, you know it's finished. When it is ready to drink, then you know it. And when you want to drink, then also you know it. I want to drink the coffee. And when you touch the coffee with your hands, then also you know it. When you take the coffee cup with your hands, and you know it. When you bring the cup of coffee with your hands, then also you know it to your mouth. And when you drink the coffee with your hands, you know it. Oh, I'm drinking coffee. When you finish, then you know it. When you don't finish, you know it. Oh, I drink a sip of coffee and I put it down again. Then you know it. So every action, every movement should be aware. You should be aware every movement of your body. In this way, this sutta explains clearly to the yogis That is these are the gist for every movement in detail. So in actual practice, you should be aware more greater detail in every action of your body. So in this way, if you practice, your concentration will increase and your knowledge and your awareness also will increase in this way. So um, this is the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. So Mahasatipatthana Sutta. I will teach you step by step as the Buddha taught in this Mahasatipatthana Sutta for you to practice meditation practically. Now we have finished 3 chapters of the Kayanupassana Satipatthana in the Mahasatipatthana Sutta. The other chapters will come in the next week. Okay, we have stopped here.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you so much.
Lên sự. Thank you. Cảm ơn ban tổ chức ạ.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu. Okay.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Dear Sridhar, we humbly express our deepest gratitude for your Dharma teaching. May you be blessed with good health and long life. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu,
Sadhu,
sadhu.
sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Yes, may I have a question? Your preparation for the PowerPoint is very, very good, very clear, excellent. So can
Okay.
we have your sharing? I'm sorry if you say no, no problem. But can we have your sharing for the
Sharing?
PowerPoint you prepare? It
Mm.
means can we receive it or not?
What do you mean? Repeat again.
Your lesson you
Oh,
prepare.
yes. I can share my notes, but not
Thank you.
complete yet. Step by step, day by
Oh,
day, I composed. I prepare
yes,
for the lectures. So as
yes.
far as I have finished today, I can
Yeah,
share. Uh,
thank
I,
you.
I'm gonna send this file through the message.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
please. Thank you.
I-
That's
Actually,
excellent document for us.
yes, I don't know how to do this. I'm not so familiar with this. Uh, that is why I will try, I will
Thank
try
you.
to share with you share. How to do title document.
Dear Sridhar, you can send the document through the chat box.
Yes.
There's a button for you to send the file there.
Paticca
Uh,
Samuppada Satipatthana. Satipatthana. Satipatthana.
it is the button with the rectangular and when you point to it, it shows the word file, and then you can
Yeah.
upload file there.
Yes, and Satipatthana here. I see. Okay, I'm trying to share. Okay.
You can do that. Very, very good.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you, Sayadaw.
Okay. I know how to
Excellent.
share. Yes.
Excellent. Thank you
Okay.
so much. It's very useful for
Okay.
us. Thank you. Sadhu,
Okay.
sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu. If you don't have any question, our
Excuse me,
class should be finished tonight. Okay.
excuse me, this Sarah. Can we have
Yeah.
our questions? Yeah. When
Yes.
we, thank you, this Sarah. When we observe the four postures, Sarah, that is, when we observe the four postures from working, standing, sitting, and lying down. So
Yeah.
whether we should focus on the moments of the arising Uddaya moments or Santati moments, and also
Yeah.
is the Panga moments of each posture Disara when it changes from
Yes.
one
Yes.
to
Yes.
another.
It is a very good question. It is confused for the every yogis. Yeah? So mainly we need to focus our breathing and then breathing out. And then if we wish, we have to try, we have to focus the feeling or something like that. We don't teach you those things yet. Actually, um, it is not enough just knowing sitting only or lying down only or walking only or standing only. Standing posture, just knowing standing postures only. When you are standing also, you need to focus. You have to know you are standing and you have to try to focus any other minor movements also. And in the case of sitting, you sorry, you need to know sitting posture. That is the main point. You are knowing your own sitting. And then you need to practice other form, any other suitable meditation for you. Breathing in and breathing out, or feeling, or mind consciousness, or something like that. You have to practice any other form of meditation also. But in the case of walking, you need to know you are walking, you are going, or you are walking. And
Hai đó thì bà học coi thoại luôn đúng không?
every movement of your body also should be watched with mindfulness. So, for example, you are walking, you know you are walking, and every steps you have to be careful, lifting, lifting, dropping, lifting, move, lifting, dropping. You know, your foot are, lifting up and moving forward and dropping to the ground, something like that. Not only the walking posture alone, but also any other suitable movements also should be aware of. Not to uh, um, not to gap, not to gap for the concentration, not to lose your concentration. Constantly, you have to be aware of every movement, even though you are walking. You have to be aware of every movement when you are walking. But your mind can note only one thing at a time. When you are going, when you are aware of your walking, then you cannot be aware of any other thing. And when you are aware of your legs movement, then you cannot be aware of any other thing. You cannot know any other things. Only one time you can know only one movement in this way. Okay? You have to practice all of those detailed movements.
Yes, Sada. Sada. So it is in doing that, it helps us to develop the sati and also concentration samadhi as well on the objects that we are observing, on the movement of the body, and the very dedicated or delicate movements as well also should be aware of that. Yeah. Yes, Sada. And for the point, that for the point that we, in order to observe the changing of the postures, so it also can help, is it also can help us in order to arising the knowledge or the understanding of the Uddiyapanyana, Sada? Is it also helpful for that?
Yes, Uddiyavaya can Uddiyavaya jnana can arise at every movement. Every movement has a start and ends. For example, you are bending your hands. You are bending your hands, and then start of bending and the end of bending. You are stretching your hand, then also start of stretching and the end of stretching. So if you notice every movement, you just have sati and samadhi concentration. And also, if you try to realize the arising and disappearing of every movement, then you will have vipassana knowledge, wisdom.
Yes, Sada. We got it, Sada. So that also pay attention on the arising moment and the ending moments in order to develop with the Uddaya or have to arise with the Uddaya Payanyana as well later
Yes,
on. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah. Thank you so much, dear Sada Paya. Sadhu.
Sadhu. Okay. So, no question. We conclude our class. Okay. Idame bonya. Asawakaya. Waha hotu. Idame bonya. Naibanasa. Bajayo. Hotu. Ima. Punya baga. Sabba sadana. Pachima. Sadhu. Sukita hota dukha mojata. Sukita hota dukha mojata. Be happy, be free from all kinds of suffering.
Thank you so much for your kindness. Thank you, and please have a nice night. Good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Saya.
Chúc mừng năm mới.
Sukang hotu pandatasa. Sadhu.
Sadhu.
Chào cả